Remember? Whoa, world boss. I threw the passport, but I still Dominican. I friend they hold me up on passport, papa. I friend that passport for the passport. I friend the passport. My pet passport, sir. Yeah, man. Boy. 767. I make a daybreak. I make a daybreak vein Facebook. It's me and Lisa. I make a daybreak vein Facebook. Boy, daybreak. First time. You ever make a daybreak on Facebook? Daybreak on Snapchat. Daybreak on TikTok. Daybreak on Facebook. Daybreak on Instagram. I make a daybreak. All of us. All of us. All of us. Someone was calling me there. I don't know who's that. All of us make a daybreak in the diaspora. Right? Vein. Under all the waters Dominica had there, the place was turned up. Dominica, I tell you, we have to protect that. You think all this joke? You see that GDP, that 2 weeks GDP pop up there we have there, they call independence. We have to protect that. We have to protect that. For real, because the kind of energy under all the rain and all the criticism of the lineup and all the local criticism of nasty business. Ladies and gentlemen, nobody can talk now. They can't talk. They cannot talk. I'll have to make more videos, you know. Because some people missing the bullseye. Ladies and gentlemen, Dominica, well done. Regardless. Even though tenfold VIP, things happen. You know, little rain, too much water in tarpaulin, 10 collapse. You know, next time, you know, the technical team will make sure that there's a proper pitch or gradient of this kind of things there. You have to bear that in mind. The pitch is very critical for it not to hold water and the tension it can take. Get good quality tents that can stretch. We've come along tight, so you don't create any pockets for water. Everything will run off all the time. You know what I mean? That's what it really is. Yeah, but other than that, you know, things happen. I just hope everybody was safe. I heard a couple of people get a little blast here and there for like a piece of iron from the tent hit them, a little brass and thing. You know what? Generally, besides that, the festival looked good. Everybody did their thing. But ladies and gentlemen, I've been getting a lot of insight of nasty business. People say, Tad, those guys perform well, and they didn't say the nasty words there. And this and that. But them guys had good energy. Guada G and the rest of the crew, Kenny G and Pudders. Everybody, the man was good. But the man put energy in the packet, boss. It was good, eh? Remember, that was the only set of artists, new generation, 0 to 60 real quick, that had to fight, maybe had to make some political connections to get on the festival, while the entire Caribbean was engaging these guys every weekend. You understand me? It's not what you like, you know. You personally sit down at your home and see them fellas singing bad thing. Yes, the lyrics is explicit. Yes, it's not good for public consumption just as in its raw state. Yes. But how do you take it, put it in a commercial space, and still keep a certain level of not direct indecency? That's what you have. That's all it is, you know. That's all it is. It have porn star models modeling expensive clothes, designer. Do you understand? They're not modeling it having sex. But when you see that person, you know that person is a porn star. We have to open our minds and what we have to do as Dominicans. And I say that now, I put that on the table early. Based on what I see down there, we are a very powerful nation. But we're too separated, we're too divided. And it looks like it's only independence. When people just put little things aside, you will see people come together for that week, 2 weeks. You'll see people like you wouldn't feel politics there as such if as a visitor in your past, and you see the scene, everything rolling. That same energy should be 365 days. If you see it as that, and the diaspora have more network with Dominica, but it's a powerful place. Me not telling you that. Because the kind of resources and what we offer as a people, as a nature island, all you don't see the cuisine layout in Dominica, all them events, everybody have tent, all you don't see the cuisine layout. You see anything, let's be honest. Look at the amount of categories in our cuisine, cultural cuisine that we offer. Let's be real. Did you all cite any food preparation or the contents or the type of food? Did you see anything that raised a big flag that compromises good health? Generally, just eating 767. Did you see that? Did you see you see macaroni and cheese? You see noodles? Did you all see that? You all see that, not true? I don't see no macaroni, no picture. I don't even see much chicken. I don't see no macaroni. I don't see chicken. But yet still, for the whole week, people eating well, getting all the energy they have to stay up for 14 hours, 16 hours, every day, partying and drink. The diet, sustainability plan, 767, eat local. You see what it is? That is something we have to look at on a different level. I keep telling you all that. In 2023, you cannot be living with a prepared crab back for you to be arrested or get a fine by security at the ports. A cooked delicacy going with your personal quantity. Madness. That culture need to sell. It need to tease the outside for more to come to home to it. I tell you all that. All you don't see the impact of the cultural cuisine. You don't see food. Oh, they're joking. Even Rasta is eating pig meat, so you know what time it is. Oh, the place was looking good. I don't lie. People still go down Dominica. People starting to see the bigger value of Dominica than just worried about a criticism about a lineup. It's a space to meet your people. It's a space to enjoy yourself. Whatever come right now, these people go into Dominica. Okay? So nothing about lineup and Creole Festival might not have plenty of people. The days for that concept dead. You know why? Because of how the general environment and Dominicans have engaged in capitalizing on that economical space within that time of year. And it's all due to hardship, where they get one opportunity to go hard, put all their pride aside and do things to make an extra dollar. It's the hardship that gives them the drive to earn, because we have a source of revenue coming in that is not there under normal circumstances. So everybody you find that was playing copper ways on want to have a bar, want to be frying this, want to be preparing all kind of food. So it send them back to their roots. Pressure send back people to their roots. When the time is right for them to get the returns, because it's expensive to just do it. Normally, we'd have the economy that can sustain it, that platform regularly. So what does that mean? Government need to start to review a lot of policies, a lot of what keeps people out of Dominica, besides Carnival and Independence. Why can't the locals do certain things besides Carnival and Independence? Why isn't there money on the road besides Carnival and Independence? The government has some critical review. They don't know. They're in there by default. Like I say, people get into representation by being the most famous person in their village. So that don't mean they can know how. I don't know what I'm to it. Since last time I see they don't know what. That don't mean they know how to work. You understand? We need a professional team to review and give critical recommendations to economical growth based on the indicators identified that is a sustainable ethics. In independence, we need to see how we can trickle that down into the economy throughout the year. Real talk. This is serious thing. This is a avenue of hope. I talking about there. I see it. I feel it. I realize the impact it was given to the average little person. I see those that hustling on trade, selling clothes, Smoky Cut and the rest of the crew. I see them selling. The hustle on. All musicians, all DJs engaged. From the bottle girl service at the events, engaged. That's an employment as far as I'm concerned. That right now we have to professionalize a lot of things. The bottle girl service could actually have a bottle girl service club. So there is a particular domain, people register and become part of that club. They will be doing their exercises and making sure that they have the structure it takes to model and present themselves while doing the bottle service and the bartending, and to give the standard of our events. As far as you being a bottle server, your little body have to be looking nice and sexy and put a little, vibes to the environment. If all these girls had a little association, then people can look up. Like I tell all you, formality is what that gravitates people's interests and sponsor and assistance and everything. And like a girls' bottle club service, they can have men in it too. They can have men in it. Ladies just have their, what do you call it? Their wedding thing before they marry. The bridesmaid party. You can have free guys serving all you in all your little shower, whatever you call it there. You understand? If we just put things on a professional platform and we create all the amenities to at the end of the day to give a solid product out of Dominica as far as social life and entertainment is concerned, that is a lot our economy can sit on. They say Dominica all it have is CO is not what it have, is how we make use of what we have for the bigger good or the better good. That is what it is in life. It's not what you want to deem, oh, Dominica just have CO, that place is going to go nowhere. But you see what it have. You identify what it have. The next identification should be, how can we make that make everybody eat? That's all it is. The country looking beautiful on the early rain. Just see the Bayfront. Bayfront brace signal dropping it. I don't say much this afternoon. We'll after enjoy the independence, later on we'll expound on that critically. When government fall back and they're at their home, they can listen to a couple live, But all in all, just give the support it takes for the artists, for them to be motivated and for them to respond in their material with a little more, be a little more sensitive and a little more respectful. You need to give them respect for them to give you back respect. The nasty business can have the same impact for motivation, get a little cleaned up and everything, to a certain level, But you all want to treat them, some people want to treat them like castaway, like it's an evil thing and it's a this and that. Let's see how we can shape it a little more valuable. That's all. Support system is everything. Like I say, look at what happened for the festival. Them man apparently look like they had the best act for the festival. Now, I will be honest. If I was there, I would have took myself around them nasty business fellas for them to present themselves for the Creole Festival even better. Because there's enough lyrical content to give, what do you call it, more presentation on the stage. girls, negligee, swimsuit dancers. Wake me up, a whole bed. Wake me up supposed to be coming on stage on a bed on wheels. A bed on wheels. Let the ambience tell the story. Right there. Double impact, they call that. A deaf person can identify the contents. That's what you have to do if you want your thing to go even further. Visual. Create a memory in the mind, not just the ears. Wake me up. I would have entered that stage with 2 girls in negligee pushing a queen size bed on wheels. I under a big white sheet, my head all unexposed, and you just seeing under that sheet something moving. There's nothing nasty about that. You get me? That's how I would have come on the stage and present my song. Wake me up! 2 girls pushing a bed. I sit back up on the bed like that. You only see my upper torso. And you just seeing something under the sheet making dégagement. Wake me up! Wake me up! Wake me up like a Zandoli! And you can have a big toy lizard dragging on the side of the bed to deflect. You understand? That do cost $200 to do. What is the impact? The impact is wow! You can only leave there that night with a wow. Their lyrics have a lot of sexual content, sex sells. But their presentation had 0 sexual content. On a big stage like Curve Festival, you have to know how to use the space your first time with a big impression. Reach the PM. The PM come and sing his song, Whole Boss, and he give you a boss salute. That was a presentation. You will never forget that as long as you live. A whole prime minister in the bouillon come on stage. World boss. We working from AM to PM. We working like this song or not. They brought it into light again on the biggest event in Dominica. The rest of the Nasty Business crew had an opportunity to do that. So that is why I say, back to my first point, the support system is critical. There are artists. If you have a support system like Back Pepper on the background, I will tell all you sing or this and that, but here is what we're going to present you and the crew in that event. Your lyric is one thing, but we're going to present you more impactful. It's not taking much. Trust me. Nobody tell me to build a house on this stage like it's Calypso. A little bed on wheels, 2 girls in negligee pushing a bed on wheels. And wake me up of his mic. You know shit. Wake me up! Wake me up! And you look at that thing. Wake me up! And just see the shit moving under there. See the white shit. The crowd must roar. The crowd must go wild. Must. Guarantee. I tried to talk to Kenny G before about that. Kenny said, you're not in that. I said, okay, boss. Kenny is my man, but he's stubborn. You can't talk to him. So I said, okay, boss, okay, sorry. All right. I approach him, you know, to tell him the presentation you have to bring. He said, nobody knows that, nobody just going to sing my song about it. I said, okay, boss. It's not what you do. It's how you create memory in an event for you to do again. So you can come now. You're not sure for next year. You need to create content where in the public domain now, request, pressure on promoters to engage you a second time. You don't believe what I say? Perfect example, Asa Bantam. Asa have been singing the same thing for 3 years, 4 years. Generally. I like. Check the napkin. How many years you seen that now in the park? We're making a mess. How many years you see that making a mess? But guess what? of all what Asa sing and do on stage, guess what everybody come, when they hear Asa Banton coming on, guess what everybody looking forward to? They're trying to figure out how is Asa, nothing to do with the music, how is Asa going to enter onto the stage? Nothing to do with all the music that making the money that have him as Asa Banton. 90% of the people in the pack, from the start of Asa Banton, come to see for themselves and fascinated by his entrance. One day is Bako, one day is parachute, one day is sling across the stage. Huh? Today he come like Chavez, president, God's jogging alongside a limousine, right up to the stage. And everybody start to scream, not no song play, nothing. And there was a show already before the show. You understand where I'm coming from? That is when a professional take note of a concept that created an impact and he maintained that strategy, build on it, alternate it, and create the wow every time without he say one word. Do you understand where I come from? I will call it as relative black paper, because when I say I'm ready to talk, I'm talking things that helping everybody. Use the king as an example. Another great thing I saw that a lot of musicians don't do, that was done. I'm a very sensitive person. I would big up N2O and Triple K. I would big up Benji. You know why I'm going to big up Benji today? They're big time. It shiver me. Because Triple K has made headway and become the kings of the Buyo on the island. The leading band on the island. Signal up their ass. But at the end of the day, they have more history than Signal. Right? With their main frontman, N2O, Mr. Benji. And I always tell people, it is critical that leading artists acknowledge growing artists and pull them on the platform they are at the high and introduce them to their crowd. It's an indirect endorsement of the continuance of the music in the generations to come. It is critical that you always take and embrace on the same stage, the same platform, the underdogs or the upcoming artists. Benji did that well with a nice collaboration with Nasty Business. What that did, it took Triple K, it connected it with a new generation to embrace continuance, to keep the Buyo music running. That is a big thing that happened there that a lot of people didn't pay attention to. Big move, Mr. Benji. Respect for that. It was not grudge and Triple K come on stage to try to do better than Nasty Business. No. Generally, that was a Dominican kind of thing. Always want to do better. Cannot see eye to eye with the next band. It's like 7-8 and CK and RZ back in the days. It's like just have a musical beef that didn't bring no money. All the free bands go down to no impact of revenue as of now because of lack of collaboration and embracing continuance. Cornell did it on his own as the leader of the band, and he's an engineer and he's a producer, so he had a different avenue to still connect. But no other band really pull a next band up. Serenade don't do it, RSB don't do it, CK didn't do it, but Cornell on his own little side as a producer wasn't able to engage and create some little fanatic and different mix-up of musicians and different things continue in a certain angle. But generally, that was a big lapse. You don't want to believe me again. I like to cross-reference my words with fact. Look at Marshall. King of soca. What did Marshall do? You remember Fama Nappy was a backup singer of Marshall? Then all Marshall do is start to put him at the front some more with his own production and songs. Same thing goes for Patrice. Marshall going on tour. He let him promoters know Patrice on that lineup with him too. Look at Patrice now. Look at Fama Nappy now. Look at Skinny Fabulous now. The production is there, you know. Family, after it has worked, they brand it. Family, a whole song collab for artists. For what could be independent and impactful artists on one platform. Is an endorsement to create continuance in the generation of the music. Extending the life of the music is very relevant to investment, to a government, to a social development ethics of an island. Anytime as musicians you cannot embrace that, you're going to kill your country. You're going to kill your music and you're going to kill the economy. Very good move, Benji. Nasty Business come under plenty pressure. It was good that they got an exposure on a platform. This guy is going to leave this season with being more prideful and starting to realize there's a bigger thing than saying the word pussy. But they will still come in the same impact because they're street. You cannot take that away from them. What they realize now is there are different people that are willing to embrace them. So I know they're going to. Well, again, management is a lot of everything. If there's any serious person, offer up yourself to a good management backline to that crew. Please. Don't change them. Help them conceptualize what they want to deliver. And manage them, help them manage themselves and their money. This is critical to their sustenance. If they wild in the morning and they cannot even buy right clothes to go on stage and look decent in their presentation on stage as they travel, that will be a problem. Because I can tell you, street man not there. The man not cost some money in their hand every day, and it go every day too. Real talk. Those of the girlfriends and of the artists and them, give them the in-house, the domestic support they need. If you have to take care of the bank account for them, don't go and fuck up man money, you know. All the woman already want to go and do eyebrows and eyelash on man money and go and take out on all your own. Don't do that, you know, because the ghetto will put a cap in your ass, you know what time it is. Straight up. Respect this thing. If all you can help the domestic management ethics support system at your home is critical, do that. Play your part. Don't just be a mash-upper inside there. They're going to grow to be bigger than just sex. So come real and come good and come proper. I come to my boys down south. Bring your salary slip. Don't come by me without your salary slip. In other words, don't come by me being an irresponsible human being. That's basically what the message was in my homeboys and them down south. Orange City. Ilakosco. You understand? Yeah. So, that is what I have to say this morning there. But other than that, we'll talk a little more later down. But big up yourself, organizers, the patrons, and the people that hosting and rentals and Airbnb and rent apartment, and people try. A lot of people like apartment rent out. That's things I talk about already. If we can have better sustenance of events and give reasons to people to come to Dominica more often, then there can be some funding thing for people to help assistance, for people to be able to at least block up their downstairs and furnish it through a lending system supported by the government or easier way to the bank to create hosting. In some cases, super hosting. You might have a car with it. You can have a chef there, a cook come and cook and clean when they go. You understand? Cook come and make their breakfast in the morning, super hosting, and leave. They say they're eating lunch in town, so no lunch. But they get up in the morning from their CO, come home, they eat a breakfast there. You understand? We can do it. The five-star hotel is not for everybody. And the rural engagement, the domestic engagement in the tourism is very critical to Dominica and the brand. Nature Island of the Caribbean, you have to know how to add Nature Island to the tourism from all corners. Not just the high-end, but the urban and domestic setting too. Real talk. We have a lot of work to do, but all hands have to be on deck. All minds have to be open and know how to express your thoughts. And on a platform, we don't have a platform to go. We have a lot of work to do. We have to create these platforms to go. There's no platform to go, but to go up this step. Financial center. There's no platform. I talk in there, I'm supposed to be able to pen that. I'm supposed to be able to be on a Zoom every month and dropping concepts and ideas in a forum to be overlooked and see where we can apply. Just for the same mission. It's free. We need to organize ourselves as Dominicans. We're getting all the indicators why when we try to organize ourselves, we get all indicators saying, well, we're running to stay organizing ourselves because it's working. Real talk. 767. I can't leave that there for now. I have to go. One pass it? Yeah, I have to go and do something there.
I think it's sent.
The internet on? Vivian? The internet on?
Yeah.
I don't know, my internet keep going. Since last night it's going off and on.
Yeah, it's slow.
I don't know whether.
Get it?
Carl, did you reset the router?
No, I don't know.
Okay, don't matter. We are data unlimited.
Huh?
It's okay. I my data on my regular phone. It doesn't matter, but it just kicking automatically. But yeah. You understand? Yes, Ja. So I leave that talk there for today, people. So 767. Share the live. Let the message or the energy start to connect on the outside. That's a serious thing. Okay? So you're not ready. Happy Independence, Dominica. Great Creole Festival. 2 nights, rain, this and that. People still enjoy themselves. Artists try their best, do what they have to do. Berries, everybody, Kalash, everybody. Big up yourself. We can't bring everybody on the stage every year. So, all we need is the revenue to attract bigger artists, but we don't need to attract bigger artists. What we need to do is prioritize and help build and brand our at-home artists to have the same impact or close to the same impact as the imported artists. We don't need out of 8 acts a night, 6 have to be foreign. We're bigger than that. We're more talented than that. We just need to be more professional and build our own through a good support system and everything. And we can keep those $500 and the $1 million that going outside of Dominica. We can keep 75% of that back inside the economy. It's not hard. Look at Issa Bantan. Issa Bantan was able to keep himself together, bring back earnings, have enough capital, proceeds from his work, and create his own event called Breakfast Fete. Now as I speak, this own event is technically part of the event calendar of Dominica. People fly in for Issa Bantan event too. People supposed to fly in for a Triple K event too. People supposed to fly in for a Signal Band event too. People supposed to fly in for a Nasty Business event too. Now you see how I give you there? That's 5. You know what that means? That is 5 other points in the year, we can get the traffic in. At least 25% of the traffic, 20% of the traffic in again to create sustenance in the economy. You see what I just did there? You see, all I put on the table there is 25% of Creole Festival 5 more times in the year. Do the maths. Easy. Get it? See the formula? Tick, tock, tick, connect, network, pop, 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 pop. Before you know it, a year pass. More people eat. Government make more money. More taxi drivers, more hotel, more guest house, more Airbnb, more rental apartments, more rentals, more erected food stands, more opportunities to sell bakes and tuna, and codfish and dumpling, and crab back, and crayfish. That's the reality. It's not hard. Work smart. 767. We'll talk some more after independence. Go and take all the CO. Don't cut off, eh? You know, I see some people cut off there. Don't cut off. Okay.